30, it could be only 5. Getting them all would be a superpower. You can get it every week on the JB Waffle Hour. 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 JB Waffle Hour.
Love that song.
Hi, John.
Hi, Bertie. What's the crack? I'm from Trim.
Jeez, you've gone right bugger there now, so you have
Cheers. I work in, what's the name of the place he works in?
Outdoor Living.
Outdoorliving.ie. Sheds Direct. It's one of those anyway, isn't it?
Sheddirect.com, yes, our podcast sponsor.
We've no John.
No, John. John is off doing stuff with schnitzels and lederhousens and stuff.
He's away to Germany.
He is, yeah. Cologne, perhaps?
Do you think he has a fancy woman or something? He just tips off to Germany? Or another family, maybe?
Oh, like a little German family?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Little Klaus.
Oh, Father, you are back.
And you brought me some more artificial grass. Great. Oh, John.
John's going to be listening to this podcast as a fan. He's going to love it. He's going to love it.
Right, go on. Sorry.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 103. Yeah. 103.
Jesus.
Almost as old as the oldest woman in Ireland.
Yeah.
And we're getting up there.
Yeah. We talked about her last week, I think, did we?
We might have mentioned her at some point.
Yeah.
I hope you all enjoyed episode 1 or 2, which was part 2.
Yes.
I would cycle 500 miles, where Paul finished off the story of his epic cycle around the Highlands of Scotland.
Jesus, some story, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I wouldn't have been a fan of being in the little sleeping bag on the side of the road now.
No, not a hope. Especially,
No.
I can't see when it's damp and stuff. No way I can sleep.
Don't
Especially
like the dampness.
a tent with like wetness on the inside of the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah, no hope.
It's like living in Athlone. Damp everywhere.
Okay, there's a story there, is there?
No, just Athlone is the dampest place in Ireland.
Oh, right, okay. We're back to this. I would call this a retro podcast today.
Retro.
Or vintage JB Waffle Hour.
Yes.
Episode 15 to episode 20, roughly.
Oh, when it was just me and you.
Yeah.
We tend to talk about things John doesn't like talking about.
Yeah, while the cat's away.
Before we get into it,
Yeah.
I would like to say,
Yes.
wherever you are listening to this podcast, please take a second to rate, like, share, follow, and subscribe.
Yeah. Why should they do that, Bertie?
Look, lads, I mean, we're putting out all these fantastic podcasts.
Quality
and
content.
yous are listening to it because we can see you're listening to it.
We see you.
We can see the numbers, and it's great to have so many people listening to the podcast.
It is.
But maybe it's the demographic of people who are listening and a certain age that you don't like social media.
Yeah.
But to keep us going and to keep the podcast coming every Wednesday morning at 7:02 a.m. on the Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts,
Mhm.
you have to share our content. You have to like it. You have to comment and get back to us. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
Only for Scotty's brother, we'd be goosed.
We'd be absolutely goosed. Yeah. No comments whatsoever.
Fair play to you.
Yeah. No. Get all that stuff into us, please. Please. Because the numbers are going up, but we need them to go up exponentially.
Yes, because it's all about these algorithms on social medias and everything. That is where you get the extra plays, and then you might share it, and someone that you know that might not know about us will see it and be like, oh, what's that? And they'll check it, and maybe they'll share it, and so on and so forth, and then all the hours go up, and then that keeps John happy.
Yeah, that's true. John likes arrows, doesn't he?
Yep, and he likes all the hours going up. Whether it's the grass sales or the podcast listens,
Or the
arrows have to go up.
Or the amount of secret children that he has in Germany.
Yes.
And Turkey, maybe, as well.
Little John with no H.
Yawn.
Yawn. We had your brother again.
What
Fair play to you.
was he saying?
He
this
says,
time?
hey, you can't believe you haven't seen The Day After Tomorrow.
The Day After Tomorrow.
Disaster movie.
Explain, who's in that?
Tom Cruise.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Day After Tomorrow, isn't he?
Tomorrow. Is it?
Oh, no, that's with all the snow and they fall into the roof of Dustin, or Dennis Quaid is in it, and they have to go rescue Jake Gyllenhaal and the likes, and then they fall through the glass of the shopping centre.
That's The Day After Tomorrow, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I seen ads for that. I think that was in the cinema. What year was that? You don't doesn't say, does it?
2012? Ah, no, 2004.
2004, right?
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
an old one. She's
So
an old
I was working in the cinema in Navan when that came out.
one.
Yeah, and
Earning the crust.
yeah, I dared not peek in and watch as I was earning my money. But yeah,
You can do what Damien often does and comments under the Spotify episode on Spotify, because
boy demo.
on Spotify, if you just scroll down, you will see we kind of put up some polls. I'm only getting used to it. Polls aren't great now, to be honest. But we'll get there. And then I ask a slightly different question related to the podcast under each podcast, and you can reply there. But just because you might have something that might necessarily be in relation to what the question is, doesn't mean you can't put in your correspondence there.
Yeah, that's true. That's
I'm sure Paul always listens, even when he's not on it.
Yeah.
But he
Come
had
on,
a
Paul.
question. Has he ever been to Roscommon,
Who?
Paul?
Um,
That's a wild question from G Darby.
has he ever been to Roscommon? I'm
And
guessing
there
this
must
is
be
some
a story there.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is some sort of in joke.
Yeah, so we're not sure.
The Derby, I think, is I think Paul calls him Darbs. I believe
Darbs.
I've heard him calling them Darbs before, or
Oh,
about
there you go.
the Darbs.
Okay.
So that must be some sort of in joke. So thank you for using us for your in joke there.
Yes.
Hope you enjoyed hearing it back over the podcast.
And it was 50-50 on whether you would like to take on the Highland 550.
All right, okay.
Which is weird because it's 550 and
And
the
50
votes were 50-50, which is weird.
Would you do it yourself?
In a car.
Yeah, me too. I do it in the car. Yeah.
Because I don't cycle that much. Like, the most I've ever cycled is 96k. And
That's
I need to take a rest.
low key flex there. That's a good bit of
Yeah.
distance.
But the one thing that I wasn't going to do the following morning was get up and do it again.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But that's nearly 100. Did you say 100 kilometers? Is it?
Yeah, 96 kilometers, yeah.
Ni-
That's the most
Oh,
I've done.
96 kilometers. So what's
Yeah,
that
yeah.
in miles? 2.
Um,
Because it's 550 miles, is it?
96, yeah.
Why wouldn't they just leave it at 500 so we could use the
That's
song?
59 miles.
59 miles.
Is
Right.
all I done. So.
Okay, so that would take you about 10 days to get to where
Yeah.
Paul was.
Although I do have a bit of a fancy in me to do the Ring of Kerry.
Oh,
Get the old pannier packs for the back of the bike.
yeah, I
and
wouldn't mind doing that as
go
well. yeah.
around. But we'll see.
Do you ever get an urge just to do something feckin' extreme?
Well, I suppose the greenways is an extreme, but it's a big chunk of time. So I've done the 2 greenways so far. I've gone up Crow Patch. A few more mountains. I'm going away at the weekend up to Down/Armagh, around that area.
Right.
I might do maybe Sleeve Gullion has nice walks and stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then isn't there walks over near Newry as well, the Moore Mountains.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure whether I'm going to do the whole sunrise thing.
Nah, it's too early,
But
isn't it?
I might have an owl wander up that way. We'll see.
Nice shopping centre over there.
Yeah,
in
get some
Newry as well.
pancakes.
Yeah, yeah, and some shopping on the way home.
Oh, yeah.
Come here to me, Bert. How was your weekend, man? What'd you get up
Last weekend, we brought all the yos home, so now all the yos are home.
You.
So he has 12 ladies to be knocking around with.
Jesus, that's some life, isn't
Well,
it?
13 with the adopted sheep, so she's still in there.
And you adopted one, did you?
Betty, yeah.
What's her story?
He got just left behind and broke into our field, and we couldn't find who was the owner. And
She's
then
over from Ukraine, is she?
I kind of half found who it was, and I was waiting for contact, and it never came. And now it's this time last year, so we just kind of accepted the fact that she's probably staying.
Ah, yeah. Possessions 9/10 of the sheep.
Yeah. So and then on Sunday morning, then 2 of the lambs up the road got in between the hedge and the fence.
Oh no!
And one got on the road.
Oh,
so
no.
about 9:30, Sinead texted me, and so I had to go up and sort that out. So I had a bit of fencing to do, filling some holes.
And the sheep are okay though.
Oh yeah, they were. Just picked them up, picked them back in the field.
Oh, grand. Okay.
Yeah, because they're still big
God.
enough that you can pick them up. So
Yeah.
or
yeah,
small
yeah.
enough to pick them up.
Issues with cars and stuff. They wouldn't get a car hitting them or anything, would you? They'd
No.
be-
Well, I was briefly on the road, and then it went into Sinead's garden because her house is right beside the
Yeah,
field.
they're scaredy enough now. They wouldn't go near a
Yeah,
road. would
and you see, they're all right when it's only one that breaks out because she'll see the other ones in the field,
they? Yeah,
so
go
she won't
back.
go running off. She's running around trying to get back to them. You see, because they're flock animals, so that's in their nature to
Yeah.
get back together.
Just copying each other,
Yeah, that's it.
little sheep. So that was the majority of your weekend.
Pretty much,
Any
yeah.
football or anything? No, is
Yeah, well, Everton and Liverpool on.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, and I had me NCT then as well.
How'd it go? Oh, good.
Well, failed with the windows, so I went back tonight and I got it cleared. passed.
What do you mean, Phil? You had no windows in the car, was it?
Yeah, I don't know. I knew, like, they're in the wardrobe in the house, and I just left on Saturday.
It's coming into winter now. You'd want to be getting them back in. Are they tinted?
Yeah,
your
yeah,
windows?
tinted. Yeah, so it has to be. Is it? I think is it below 65% or something, and mine's marginally over it or whatever. So I had to take that off.
How do you do that? Scrub and brush.
Take it off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just get the heat gun, heat it a little bit, get a Stanley, and start edging it. Once you got the edge, then it just starts peeling off.
Edging. So you've got no tint on your windows now.
No, the car looks crap.
That's a pain in the arse, then, isn't it?
But I'm getting it back
you
on
put
next week.
Oh right, okay. Yeah. How much does that cost?
€80.
That's alright.
But like the next NCT isn't until 2025, so I
grand.
probably won't have that car by the next time the NCT is. So
You get rid of it that soon, would you?
well, the 2-year itch now will be next May, so
Right.
itchy.
You wouldn't drive it into the ground, no?
I've never done that.
Do you not? Oh, I drive
No.
the shite out of cars.
Yeah.
Usually when I'm stuck and I need a
Yeah,
lift.
and that's why you have to spend so much money getting them fixed.
Oh my God! Don't even talk to me about cars. My weekend, Bert. I don't even.
Not that I asked. But
I don't
anyway,
even remember. Well, I thought I'd segue because there's no one here to segue to. I can't remember actually what I did last weekend. Was I gigging? Bertie?
Yeah, you were up on the Me Crime Prevention page.
Oh, I was. Yeah, with the FEI stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
The guards put up my picture, and I was very worried briefly. 'Cause
And
someone
what
said
is that? Just coaching.
it's a league that.
What's the league?
It's run over the space of
What, 5-side?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, or it can be 6-a-side or 7-a-side.
Oh.
It just depends on who shows up. So it's like, say, disadvantaged youths and stuff.
Yeah.
Kids that have been maybe in trouble with the law, in breaking the law, and so they come up and
Renegades.
play football. Yeah, so we organise a little league for them on Friday nights, just to kind of keep them busy and keep
Is
them
it in
doing
the
stuff.
MDL?
No, it was in the Oran Trim.
Oh, it's in Trim, alright.
Yeah. So it was through Trim Garda Station and FAI. And one of the guards from the Garda Station there was kind of heading it up, and he came down and played football
Oh.
with us as well.
So it's like community guards or whatever.
Yes, exactly.
very
Yeah. So the guards come in as coaches and stuff, and take care of teams, and it's really good. Well run, if I don't say so myself. But I was doing the last of the Debs run. I did that on Thursday last week. That was the gig.
Yeah, and I thought you were actually gigging this week, but you weren't.
No, I meant to be. Okay, so I'm gonna actually. I don't know.
Classic
if I can-
miscommunication
Yeah,
again.
oh no, it wasn't even that. It was just okay. So I got a ticket for a gig as a present, right?
Oh.
And the ticket said 30th of October 23, but the 30 was dug away in the corner, and all I saw on it was October 23, and I presumed it was October 23rd, which was a Monday,
Yeah.
but it was actually the 30th of October, which was also a Monday. So I was all prepared to go to a gig there on Monday. I was like, everything squared away,
Your
students all
snacks hidden
cancelled.
in your pockets.
Oh yeah, of course. The vodka inside the watermelon.
But you wouldn't have any ones in next week, Bank Holiday Monday, anyway, would you?
No. It actually worked out all right, yeah.
Okay.
But it was just the fact that everything arranged, and then obviously the
And
podcast.
did
as
you
well.
call them in then yesterday?
No, I just left
Right.
it. Yeah.
And what gig is it?
A band called Royal Blood. Did you ever hear of Royal Blood?
No.
They're very good.
Are they like the Whistling Donkeys?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Oh, I like the Whistling Donkeys.
They're nothing like the Whistling Donkeys.
Ah,
They're a good band. They're
and the
really
Dublin
good.
Paddies.
They're not like those either.
Oh.
We listen to very different music, me and you. But yeah, no, I can't wait to see them there next week. It's gonna be a good crack.
What, it would be like System of a Down?
A little bit lighter than that. They're
okay.
kind-
I'm getting close.
Yeah, you are. Did you ever hear of a band called Queens of the Stone Age? Oh yeah, we talked about this in the podcast before, actually.
Yes, of course.
Do you remember that? So they're kind of like them a little bit, but there's just two of them. So there's a
Oh.
guy who plays bass and sings, and there's a drummer. That's
Oh.
it, just two piece.
So no big guitar.
No, well, the bass is the big guitar, the big long one.
Oh yeah, but
And
usually
then,
have like another guitar with all the strings.
yeah, there's none of
To
that.
balance it out.
So what this guy does, he has this effects pedal on the floor,
Oh.
and he does all these mad effects with his
What's a
bass.
wah-wah pedal?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, look at you! You should have been doing guitar lessons, not drum lessons. But yeah, so I'm going to see that next week. It'd be a good crack.
Oh.
Yeah, but didn't actually get to go this week, which was disappointing.
And where's it on?
The Olympia.
I'm sure there's still tickets available if anybody wants to go.
There is a few tickets, yeah. But my weekend was fairly relaxed, all football based. We're kind of coming to the end of the season now.
Yeah.
With my little under 8s team are moving up to either under 10s, and some of them are staying at under 8s. So it's
Oh, they're breaking up.
yeah, we're letting some of them go, and it's so sad. We got our last training session on Thursday, and then we have our last match on Saturday, and that'll be the end of it then.
Yeah.
My little,
I feel under pressure to be constantly listening to you.
That's okay.
Because usually
because
when
I'm talking to you,
is-
yeah, that's how it works
Yeah.
generally when you talk to someone.
But when there's three of us, you can
Yeah,
afford
you
maybe
zone
to
out.
check something or zone out, and you're still talking.
Yeah, no, it's
To
okay.
be clued in.
It's a different dynamic now today.
Yeah, it
I'd
is,
say. But anyway, so that was my weekend. Will we tip on to the news?